All right, guys, we're going to start going through World War One, also referred to as the Great War. Okay, when we talk about the causes of World War One, we're going to see the industrialization, as we just kind of have covered some of the material on the Industrial Revolution. You have countries competing for things like natural resources that may be needed for different industries. You have countries competing for markets. Where are they going to sell these things that they now produce? Where are they going to um, have these factories? Many things like this. A few other causes we're going to see. One, um, militarization. Okay, countries are building up their militaries to protect these massive empires that they are starting to build. Um, Another one is alliances. You're going to have these friendships form, uh, these formal alliances to back each other if war were to become a thing. And we're going to talk about those two different sides here in just a few slides. But when we break it down to why did World War I start, we can contribute that one to nationalism, which is pride in one's country, imperialism, which is trying to take over different territories and expand their land, which is obviously going to make tensions rise. We talked about militarism and just the idea of making your military more powerful. And then lastly, those alliances. So let's look a little deeper. Okay, on June 28th, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria and his wife Sophie, okay, they're part of one of the wealthiest empires in Europe at the time. They got into their car and drove through the streets of Sarajevo, which is in the bottom portion of Austria-Hungary, and they're celebrating their wedding anniversary, as you can see on the map. So it's right there at the very bottom portion of Austria-Hungary, and as they're in this parade, a young man, he was 19 years old, by the name of Gavrilo Princip. Okay, he was a Serbian terrorist. Okay, if we go back to this map, you'll see Serbia is right there next to Austria-Hungary. And he is part of a terrorist group there. And he is going to run up during this parade and he's going to shoot Archduke Franz Ferdinand as well as his wife, killing both of them. Here, there's some pictures. Okay, you can see this is his real jacket that's in a museum today. And both the Archduke and his wife are going to die within just a few minutes. And these bullets obviously are going to spark a war. So a lot of times that event with Archduke Franz Ferdinand is going to be referred to as the powder keg. And so if you look here on this map, you have Germany and Austria-Hungary, which are considered the Central Powers. You can also add Bulgaria and Turkey or the Ottoman Empire in there at the time, as well as then you have Russia, France, Great Britain, Italy, Serbia, and Romania, which are the Allies. Okay, and then you have Spain, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Greece, Switzerland, Netherlands that are neutral. So they're not on either side. But what's going to happen here is Austria-Hungary is going to declare war on Serbia. And as a result, because Serbia is part of the Allies, Russia is going to start sending troops to back Serbia. And what that does is now Germany, because they're backing Austria-Hungary, is going to declare war on Russia. Then Germany is going to declare war on France. And then Great Britain's going to get involved. They're going to declare war on Germany. Russia's going to declare war on Austria-Hungary. And Great Britain declares war on Austria-Hungary. So now it's just a very, very volatile situation. A lot of tension building up. We talk about a domino effect. You know, it's just like that first domino of someone declaring war. It just starts like that domino. If we look at the alliance systems. We have the Allied powers here on the left, and you have the Central powers here on the right. And as you can see, obviously quite a disposition in numbers. So why did the United States wait so long to get involved? So there's something called the Monroe Doctrine that we'll talk about tomorrow.